Alright, so Kimber's back in with another video, and today we have a requested video from a while back, the short map guide, or how to play on the short maps, how to grind on the short maps, that kind of thing. So so today we're going to have 4 different games. Each of them gets better by better. So we've got some really good games today, so you know, I really would want to stay to the end if you were new around here, you want to see some short map gameplay. We got all of that today. How I like to grind on short maps, I like to play on short maps, some fun strats, some different strats to what you might see. Some things I think are meta, people are going to disagree with, how to beat the meta, just a lot of stuff. But before we start the post commentary, I've got to tell you about some cool buttons down below. We've got the subscribe button. We are achieving almost at the ultimate goal of 1,000 subscribers, which would then mean monetization, which should be huge for me. So if you're new around here, you can hit the subscribe button, that would mean a lot to me. I've got the like button, which helps my videos get promoted to more people, so if you could hit that, then they can subscribe, join the family. And final one is the comment section, so if you want to comment something relating to the video, or if you don't have anything to comment, you can comment the word flabbergasted. Anyways, without further ado, we got that out of the way, into the game. So so if we saw the start, remember the start, guys, this guy's profile from the start, he didn't look the greatest, so we selected to use Jam-Pack Team Tower Stun, Super Eco Boost, and instead of farming, we've got Cobra. So the reason I quite like this is because if they try and greed something out or are too slow to your Jam-Pack yellows, you're going to win like every single time. Or if they have lightning, you get to do a different route of winning the game. But so basically the way we play is we force some defense early on. Now we just go straight for our wired funds, just wired fund spam as much as possible. Super Eco Boost 357. Did he use Copy Eco? He must have had Copy Eco. I've been working on doing the subscribing, but I've not checked if he'd used it or not. But just get like 5-6 Cobras down. It depends if they force the powerful darts or not, how many Cobras you can get down really. But just kind of stop, get your last wide funds up at the start of round 7, then just save up some money. Then you can jam-packed, or you can even wait until they get the farm. I think here we wait for him to get his farm upgrade because he's pretty close to it. So I actually just wait a little bit longer. I should get another Cobra down. He goes for his farm, so we jam-packed. I need to send a few balloons in. The game's not going to be lasting too long. You're not going to need like a third jam-packed. You're never really looking for that. The second jam-packed is always your kind of all-out in this game. So it doesn't matter that you're wasting a jam-packed like that. And did we even sell a Cobra? I don't know why we sold the Cobra. Oh well. Now basically, once they see lightning, you kind of just win the game, because unless they have perfect damage boost lightning and perfect turbocharges, even with that, and like perfect position turbocharges, it's just too short of a map to win the game. Once you TTS, it's just the balloons that are really packed together get like broken down into yellows and stuff, yellows and pinks, and they just kind of run through really quickly. And we could do it on round 12 as well, which can catch some people out as well. And if they have aggro powers, it also outspeeds them. So we do this, he double turbocharges, which is the right thing. He lightnings, and the lightning just speeds everything up. And we win. Super simple. He actually had a really good idea for defending that. Much better than I would have expected from someone with his profile. But even knowing that, lightning just doesn't work. So that's my personal favorite grinding strategy. We're going to get back to that later in the video. Next one, we got a T0 game. So it's interesting, T0. You can either do, a lot of people like to do Dartling Boomer farm. However, I think this is better personally, because there's no TTS, so you just need to get like a load of Cobras down, and then if you get like just solid defense for the bait rushes, you can kind of just leave that up, and it's not like they have a TTS where you're going to need to like keep buying stuff and doing stuff like that. So Cobra I then think is better, because we can send like, it doesn't need to be round 17, round 8, but like round 18, round 19, BFB, you could be able to outspeed, and then all you need to do is just set up defense and have a boost ready, and that's going to be your best course of action. But we sent a bunch of balloons in at the start. You can like equal a little bit. We sent to 273 is actually quite a good number, because you can get the wide funds with an anti-stall, and still, or a pretty, not a full anti-stall, but quite a bit of anti-stall, and still get the money off. So we'd like to send a bunch at the start. And now we're just going to Cobra farm again until we can send in greens. Just sending like a few like eco rushes that force defense, but mainly going for our wide funds. Is how we like to play this game. I'm going to move the mic slightly. Hopefully that doesn't sound terrible. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, then we're just Cobra farming. He's farming, so he's doing Dartling Boomer farm. We're doing Cobra. Cobra Dartling Boomer, which is a pretty good advantage for us. He has to drain us really hard. If he can drain us really hard, then he's able to win the game, because he can prevent us doing the BFB send. But if he doesn't, then he has to basically just all out us, is how the game is going to go. He boosts in some greens. So the cool thing about the Cobras as well is that it's a defense. It's not a... So we could actually just triple spike this. We decide to boost it. Yeah, we don't really need our boost very much, so we just decided to boost that there, and that means we can keep all our Cobra farms down. If we had a little bit more, we could have just gone for a boomer. We go for one now in case he sends us yellows, I guess. And, oh yeah, we're now going to be able to layer in a little rush here, because he's being quite aggressive. So because then all these, it gets a boost out of him, which is nice. And another cool thing about the Cobras, if they send in yellows, I think I forget this, I might forget this in this one, but you can sell the Dartling and get a ricochet, because if they send regen whites, the Cobras are going to pop the white layers down, and probably some yellows as well, so they're probably going to be fine in that regard as well. I think it's a little layered rushing, because he just went for that farm, which is going to force him to sell something. We boost in as well, we didn't even boost anything in. Well, he doesn't sell, he just waits and tanks a lot of lives there. Well, too risky to tank all of those lives. But yeah, it's looking good so far. He sells, we just send a few yellows just to make sure he goes straight for that bionic and doesn't try to greed out a plantation. Which is good, so his farms aren't too good. He's not getting like a BIA up or anything like that in this game, which is good. He boosts some regen leads. We can just... We get the... I think we have to sell a Cobra there just to get a bionic up, but just a little bit safer. We do tank some lives, which is fine in this game. It's not the end of the world. And wide funds. And now we'll do the camo ledge rush with the camo zebra. Well, we didn't camo zebra behind actually, no, we're just saving the money. And yeah, I think we can go for one more Cobra farm. I think it's 4 rounds you need the Cobra wide funds down for it to be value. So you don't want to really be Cobra farming past round 13, since around 17, 18 is when we want to rush. So yeah, so we're going to go for that one, okay. I guess we're doing it around 18, so 15, 16, 17, 18, that's 4 rounds. And in case it's round 19, get a bit more value out of it. But yeah, we do. Okay, we go for more, okay. We don't really need to Cobra farm past this point. We'll triple spike the end just because I don't think we're going to be using our spikes on much else this game. We're just going to get a bit more defense down now. He's sending this rush in. I don't know why he's sending this rush in. This doesn't do anything. And it's quite expensive as well. He sent like, what's that, 3 sets of camo leads is like 1.2k. It was like a 2 and a bit K rush. He could have like another plantation down and another farm probably, if he did not go for that silly rush, but he did. We're going to use 3 adjustments right now, or 2 adjustments. Yeah, we use 2 adjustments right now just to try and make him think we could be adjusting him, so that he goes for more Dartling gunners rather than trying to get more farms. And yeah, it's kind of worked. He's got for more Dartling gunners and upgraded them. And yeah, now we're saving. So once you've got 2 adjustments down, it's like another 2.2k to get SD upgrade. So we sell all these Cobras, go for this, and I like to send in 2. So we sell our Boomer, so we can add a second one in. We sell both of these. All we need to think now is we need to defend the counter, because he can't defend this. We boost right on time, perfectly timed. Gonna have one of these down. And he boosts this in, which is a bit of a mistake, because we're probably, we're potentially boosting. Actually, no, we're probably not boosting that, so maybe he had to boost it in. And then he kind of all outs into our boosted turbocharge. We're gonna get another Boomer down. And we're gonna rebuy the turbocharge right now. And it's worn off. He has to, so we're not even looking on his side. We're not sending anything else in. We're just wanting to defend, and we are able to defend, because we've got plenty of money still. Go for this, gonna sell this, get another turbocharge ready. That's not gonna overwhelm us. We defended his all out. and he's dead to our 2 BFBs. We win that game, so yeah, that's how I like to play that. I felt pretty comfortable. Yeah, give it a try, I think it's pretty good. And yeah, now we're going to go into the meta strategy. So this strategy should be, if you want to learn one short map free power up strategy, this is probably the one to do. This, the jam pack TTS, I find better in every matchup except for against this one, because if they can acid correctly, they can give you a really hard time. However, in the last game, we can show you a cool trick. But in this one, we actually have a really epic game. This game's really cool. I think you'll really like this one. So yeah, definitely stay through to this one. We got some really cool plays that you don't see very often. So it's actually kind of the opposite. This time, this guy's using Cobra, and we're using Dartling Boomer. So this guy kind of likes this Cobra Boomer Spike Factory strat. He's super eco boosting. We're just going to farm. He's got eco choke as well, so it's really hard to farm. However, we're going to see how we can use our acid to greed later in the game. So we Cobra farms a bit. We can send pinks in now, just to force Bionic Boomer, because the Cobras will pop them down into greens, but then the greens are not handled very well by a 2-0 Boomer. And yeah, it's interesting to need the pinks in. We'll slow our farms down, and we do need to get more farms up, but it's also going to force, it's like 1.7k worth of defense on his side, so it's completely worth. Eco chokes us again. We're going to sell the farmer. What we could do against the eco choke is try and place our farm in a position which is in line with where we want to be targeting our Dartling Gunner, like in the top right corner. But I'm just going to time up and try and just time up to the eco choke, and sometimes do it a little bit earlier. But yeah, that's something you can do. Something that I think Sweat does. We check we're recording a few times during this, and we indeed are. Or maybe it was just the battery, because the iPad's battery does like to die out of nowhere. But yeah, super eco boosting. We haven't got the plantation down so far, which is good. And he has his Bionic down. He's just got Cobra farms down. And yeah, there's not really much we can do to rush this. Any passive power like acid, which we're presuming is probably acid on short maps because it's the most common. And we literally just can't rush dead at all. So we're basically just deciding we want to BIA this game. He's going to send us a yellow Russian. We sell our not our plantation, we sell our farm just to, our 1-0 farm just to defend this. And now we just go back front farm naturally, I think, because he could just send the yellows in again. There's nothing stopping him sending yellows in again, so we go for this. And now do we greed the farm? Yeah, we greed the farm now. And if he sends anything now, we can just sell the Dartling Gunner and go for a Bionic, which we probably could have done the first time, but yeah, we decided not to. He could always have used a aggro. Oh no, he's already eco choke, sorry, what am I saying? So we go for this. I just could go for this straight away, even though it doesn't force it, just in case he puts anything up behind. I don't really want to be selling anything else, because we've been eco choked, had to sell a 1-0 farm already. It's kind of bad for us getting our BI up. I've actually not seen many BIs on short maps, by the way. But yeah. Anyway, the cool thing about this is it looks like it's going to be quite hard to get our BI up from like a normal game point of view. However, we have got acid, which we can put down here, and we can just keep farming. So we actually don't need any more defense than this to go for our BI up with. Because we still have 2 acids, and he's not playing a aggro, he doesn't have like a TTS or anything like that we need to be worried about, so we can just acid all his like bait rushes that are like quite big, and that should slow him down enough for us then to be able to afford a turbocharge after a BIA. And yeah, so what he could have done is sent us in a just like load of whites, like layered white rush, and that would have probably forced a bit more defense, and that would have slowed us down and not prevented our BIA. But with no one anti-stalling the reds too hard this round, we were able to get up the BIA in time, and that's going to help us out quite a bit in this game. And yeah, now I'm just going to chill, just need to get defense and chill in case when we start seeing he's going for the thingy. I always forget the name. But he's going to send us some early BFBs now. So it's kind of reverse of the first game. Like, these games were like over 24 hours apart. It's kind of funny how he's doing the exact opposite of what I did to him. And it's the same guy. But yeah, he now sells his stuff. He's going to do round 17 BFBs. So BFBs are absolutely disgusting to defend on a short map. No one likes defending them. No one really plans to defend them. Like, you can maybe defend one on round 20, but like defending them from round 17 is wild. So he sends it out round 17 BFBs. We target our Dartling Gunner, so we can't defend this a normal way because we have to pop the Moabs down with turbocharges. We don't have enough time to pop them down, so we just get Soda BI, get faster spinning barrels. We can't pop both BFBs, we can't defend them both. We acid at the bottom, we quads, turbocharge, and point the Dartling Gunners, and it's really close, we leak lives, we just about live, and now we just have to sell everything, and all out ceramics up ahead. This down below, he acids in a terrible spot, which is crucial. We TTS, and we somehow pulled that win out of the bag, but that was crazy. We should never have won that game. But we managed to win the game, and that's pretty huge. Show the leaderboard, then we get into our last game, which is the matchup I told you was not one that I like to play at all. It's me using my jam-pack strat versus the meta strat and versus Shadow. So you should never win this matchup. However, you know, I'm going to kind of spoil it. This is getting shown because we win this match. I'm probably not showing if you lose this matchup. And that's because you have to use special tactic that I invented. I've actually not told anyone about before. And here's what it's called. We're going to give it a cool name. I'm going to call it El Tactica Final. Cheeky bit of Spanish. Because Spanish makes everything sound cooler. Anyway, so El Tactica Final is a bit crazy. So I'm going to describe how it is because it all happens quite quickly. And I want to properly describe how each bit of it works to try and win. So if you try and, but before we get into it, I'll just describe, if you try and just like defend stuff, you're going to get drained. There's going to be like bait rushes which you have to turbocharge, and you've got to sell Cobras, and then your main source of income is your Cobras, so you're losing that, and then you're just getting drained super hard, and you're not going to, if you could get to Moab, you get to jam-packing a Moab, and then having the rainbows underneath, you're going to win the game if you can get that off, but it's going to be pretty much impossible to get to that, or to send it early at least, and if you're getting countered, you're probably not getting enough defense down in time to just defend an all-out, like, regen rainbows after you've sent the Moab in and stuff like that, so, yeah. Anyways, for the start, you just want to play it normally, but once you kind of work out that's what they're playing, you need to do El Tactica Final. So, how El Tactica Final works is, it's crazy. So, step one is, you need to let them rush you first. So the reason why this is, it gets them in the mindset of feeling aggro, feeling like they're on top, not making them feel like defending. And second part of the reason why we need to let them do that is because we need them to be poor. We cannot have them quickly getting a turbocharge up or having a turbocharge be the first thing they think of when defending. We want them to use their acid first when they're defending. So once they're poor, pretty quickly after, or when we decide we want to go for it after, we need to jam-packed in. We need to jam-packed whites because they're poor. We know they want to use an acid straight away, so they're going to acid to start. Our whites are going to quickly clear up whatever they use while not being pinks, so that they just avoid it and get like a ricochet down. We can then quickly change into, before they've even like used the acid, or they should have used the acid, but like you then want to quickly change into zebras, then rainbows, which are then push because of the power cooldown. They can't acid the rainbow straight away, and they're going to push onto a turbocharge, and then pinks over the top, and hopefully they acid again. They'll acid a bit lower down where all the danger is, and that'll just get shredded through, and then you can team Telvaston and win the game. That is El Tactica Final. Anyway, so we worked out he has acid, we're just getting some defense down. We're still kind of preparing. We're not Cobra farming anymore because it's not worth. Because we know he's probably going to aggro us. We're not sure if it's triple passive at this point, so we can also kind of just chill for a bit anyways. But it's fine because it works for Tactica Final. We turbocharged the first rush, so we're pretty sure it's this at the moment. We're going to put a Cobra down just to be safe. Rebuy the Boomer. He's going to rush us again, so now we're pretty sure it's aggro. We're going to get a ricochet down below. It doesn't really send us that much. And T-Town was stunned, so that fully confirms it's what it is. And now we are thinking we need to go for the rush now, so we are going to jam-pact in 3, 2, 1. Jam-pact, send in the whites, he acids, and now change to zebras, change to rainbows. Loads of rainbows, settle the defense, put the pinks over the top, he acids, but we got the pinks and all the stuff jam-packed, and it gets through. GG. That's our tactica now. Hope you enjoyed that one. And that's going to conclude the short maps video. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. Please subscribe, do the stuff I said at the start. And yeah, have a nice day. See ya.